with the beat.
Start off with, for those who don't know you, what's your name and what do you go by?
What's good, man? It's your man, Marquand Shumpert, the government, man. But most people know me by Shump. Born and raised in New Britain, Connecticut, and I'm a producer. I've been doing this for quite some time now. Slowly but surely, been building my brand, and I've been making a name for myself lately, and it's been paying off.
When did you start?
I started making beats when I was like 15 years old. I've been more into drums and stuff like growing up, and I want to say one day I was chilling downstairs in my mother's basement. My brother was with his boy. He had a CD-ROM. Yeah, this is I'm bringing it back a little bit. It was like, I want to say this is probably 2005. And he downloaded the program on my mom's computer. So I'm like, yo, what's this? He said, yo, it's called Fruit Loops. I'm like, what do you do on this shit? He's like, you make beats. I'm like, word? And he went and made his little beat in front of me. I'm like, yo, I want to learn. Like, teach me. And at that point, man, I was hooked. I mean, everything I eat, every day after school, right after school, I go right downstairs, just focus right there on the computer, make me a beat. And slowly but surely, I started teaching myself, like everything. Like back then, there was no YouTube tutorials on how to make something or how to make a beat like this or anything like that. Like, I literally learned by myself. I learned how to make drum patterns by myself. I learned how to sample by myself. Like, it was crazy. I don't even know how I even like fucking learned by myself, but I just did. It's great.
What made you start?
I think it's just all because of my love for music. I always had a love for music. You know what I mean? Growing up, like, I want to say probably like 11, 12. I was playing drums for a drill team. Then it was just like, this was the next thing for me. You know what I mean? And it was picking up so fast for me because it was like one of the hobbies that I just picked up and learned at the time. Like, nowadays, like, it's starting to come to the point where you seen it, every time you turn the corner you see somebody rap. Now you starting to turn the corner and you see somebody that make music. It wasn't like that back then. I could probably say I was like one of 5 people that I actually knew in the city that made beats. You know what I mean? And yeah, it was like something that I just stuck with, man, because I found it to be like unique. Not everybody was doing that. Even though, for me, at that point, it wasn't like I was fucking making Grammy Award hits and nothing like that. I was still on some like novice shit. So yeah, man, it's just one of the things that I just caught a knack on instantly.
Okay. Do you remember your very first beat that you made?
Yep. I remember how I went. I don't even have it no more. I wish I still had that shit though. Whole bunch of fucking yos. I remember it was a yo in there. I just started fucking throwing yos in there, fucking going crazy on that shit. I thought it was the toughest thing on earth though. I ain't gonna front.
Who do you look up to when it comes to producing?
As far as look up to, I guess you could say I was like growing up. As far as like me developing as a producer, I looked up to Swiss a lot. I looked up to A-Rap music. I looked up to Cool and Dre. I looked up to Ninth Wonder. Like, those are producers that I always thought that stuck out.
Is there any artists that you would like to work with? Locally or, you know,
I mean, I guess as far as locally, I've already reached who I wanted to reach as of right now, but not saying that I don't want to work with any more people. But definitely saying if it happens, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, there's no. I'm at the point as far as like when it comes to producing that the impossible is never impossible.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've seen it firsthand myself. Like, it happened plenty of times. You know what I mean? But as far as CT goes, there's a lot of kids that I think that are like coming up that are gonna be like very, very, very talented. Full Effect Boys, that's one crew that I like a lot. They have a lot of like young talent. They got like a strong hold with the youth, man. So y'all should probably look out for them dudes because they coming real soon. Shout out, and man, rest in peace to my little bro, Gangsta Liz is Zodal. But his crew, that's his crew. That's his crew, man. And all these kids is literally like, they're today's energy. You know what I mean? And they full of it. Industry wise, I banged out the placement with Jordan Lucas. That's successful. I'm in relations with a good A&R, and he's got me in his back pocket for good moments for Warner Music. So I don't necessarily want to say on camera right now because it could fall through, but it could be another big one for me. So we'll see.
Okay. Kind of all over the board. Well, how long does it take you to make a beat, on average?
I don't like to give it a time anymore, to be honest. I usually say like a half an hour to 45 minutes, but it's like sometimes I'm really invested into something. You feel me? Like, and like until like a production, so I'm literally critiquing everything on it, and that can take hours at a time just to work on one beat. You know what I mean? And I used to look at like, you know, me making beats in a short amount of time as like something like, yo, damn, like that's dope. You know what I'm saying? Or that's like, that must mean you got talent or some shit. But to be honest with you, it's not. It's just everybody's work system is different. You feel me? Or people have multiple work systems. You feel me? It's just all upon how you work. No matter how long it's gonna take, it's all about the outcome of it at the end of the day. You feel me? So on average, it could be a half an hour, it could be 45 minutes, it could be 2 hours, it could be a day, it could be just however I feel that, or how much work I feel like I need to put on to the production until I feel like it's done. You know what I mean? That's really it, though.
What's your biggest accomplishment today?
I guess you could say the placement with Jordan Lucas. But I was on his 508 project. I got a lot of attention from that. After he signed with Atlantic Records, they kept in touch with me just as far as like getting the song that I produced with him on his next project. And there was a sample on there called Jazzy Bell, and at first it was like they had to send it through a round of clearance, and at first it got declined, and they fought to keep that shit on because they really wanted that song on the project. So just to be on that project with a list of A1 producers, and I'm talking about A1, bro, I mean A1, like Static Selector, Boy Wonder, who works for Drake, and who God knows, Vinyls, the Crates, this fucking crazy ass producing crew from Germany that worked with Nipsey Hussle and shit. The list goes on with them. My man Knox Beats, who's the one who originally put me in place to get this placement to begin with. Just a lot of dope talent, and just a list of fucking phenomenal producers, and I was putting that list with all of them, and I thought that was
definitely dope.
That was definitely dope, man. So
definitely dope.
Shout out to Jordan, for me, for taking a shot on me on that one. Shout out to Atlantic Records. Shout out to my man Knox. And shout out to Boy Wonder. You know what I mean? For just being that guy to, be there to critique and all the other shit. So, they good peoples over there. Definitely good peoples.
Okay. Alright, so I'm done with my questions.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say to the camera? This is just the end. Shout out to anything you want to do.
Yeah, shit. Mike Flows, man. That's my brother. He got his project coming out, and I was just about to give out that date, but I can't do that yet. Ooh, but his project called Seven is gonna be dropping real soon. It's gonna be looking like around summertime, and I'm telling you, man, that's gonna be like my best production. I literally say my best production to date is gonna be on that project. And it's going to be mainly, I want to say 95 produced by me. You know what I mean? And that's going to be a dope project. But just be on the lookout for that. Hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Chill Shump. Follow me. Alright? Stay in touch, man. Chill Shump and the beat. I'll let you.
Chill Shump with the beat.